Welcome back, Madcap Toys fans. You're back at the Christmas cottage. I hope you've had a fantastic week so far and things are going well with you. But before we begin, if you haven't already, oh my goodness, what are you doing? Subscribe to the Madcap Toys family. We want you to be a part of us. Also, you gotta make sure you hit the bell for all notifications because each and every time we upload content, of course, you're gonna be the first to know. And my Star Wars friend here wants to say comments. You know we love them, so just keep them coming, okay? So anyway, we have been super fantastic busy. Like I said in the last video, we've got some things happening and talks are happening, and I will keep you guys abreast of what that is once we have more information. So that's actually coming up today, the day you're watching this. Also too, the weather has been getting a little better. The heat has been increasing a little bit for us, so that's helping us get those packages out good and strong. But I wanted to get into a subject today. We here at the Toy Barn or at Christmas Cottage Madcap Toys don't normally talk about, only because in the past we used to do it when we went on vacations and things. But we don't do it so much currently. That doesn't mean to say that we won't be doing it in the near future. And it's called time away, right? So on eBay, there is a place where you can put in time away if you're going away, if you're going away for the holidays, if you're going away for vacation, if something's happened, and unfortunately, if you've lost a loved one, etc., that you're putting time away to be able to, you know, gather things together, be with family, etc., going through that moment. So a lot of times we put we set our stuff at time away. So in our case, in the last couple of years, I went on vacation with my son, a couple of sons. So this past year we went to Dollywood and we only went a couple of days. It was like on the weekend. And Daren was still here. So I had made sure that I had all of our packages already stacked, shipped, and gone, so that by the time I got back, everything would be fine still, and I would have that moment to pack without having any dings on our eBay account. Even though Daren would have probably shipped, and he may have shipped at least something I'd already had set up at that moment. But we've tried to get it on the go where we don't have to put in time away. The year before, I went to Disney World on a weekend with my youngest son and his family. Again, it was a weekend trip. I had everything packed and stacked and ready to go beforehand. So anything that went out in the summer, it wasn't a lot. So by the time I got back, the dates were good and I was able to get that done. So really, to be honest with you, we kept on it, so we didn't have to do time away. But yes, mostly when people have stuff to do, or if they're going to be gone for an entire week, they want to make sure that they have that time away. So we're going to talk about the effects of time away. So there was a viewer question that was brought to my attention, and a really good question, by the way. And I really liked it. And so I thought upon it. Excuse me, I'm going to move my leg real quick. My leg is starting to fall asleep. So I need to get a better system where I can get this basically on my desk, get it back in the studio so you can see it. But I also wanted you guys to see Daren's other part of his new collection that you didn't see in the last video. Pretty cool, huh? Some 70s Star Wars goodness there. Anyway, so this is what they had said here. I just created a time away from December 17th through the 22nd due to glaucoma surgery. Very good, right? They asked, will I get dinged for not shipping within 1 day? And I have a couple of responses here that really were cool, and I wanted to share with you guys in case, you know, you're thinking on this. Somebody had responded already in the community, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the Facebook The Reseller Community. That is our Facebook community, and it's growing strong. We have almost nearing 4,000 followers, but the reason why is not only to get questions answered like this if you're wanting to go in the know, but also too, if you wanted to post links to your eBay store or your Mercari store or your Poshmark, Depop, whatever it is. And then also maybe a link to maybe a video or a live auction, etc. So we're not, if you're doing things like live selling on Whatnot, etc., or even on eBay Live, if you have a show coming up, post it. That's what that's for, is to show it off. Now, I don't want anybody to spam and then in 1 day like put up 100 link listings to your sales, but post 1 or 2 a day would be fine, but that's what it's there for, just to get some more traffic and more views to your store. So if you haven't already, go ahead and find that, the Reseller Community on Facebook. You'll be glad you did. So someone had responded ahead of me, but they said, no, you will be required to ship the day after your return. So yeah, when you get back, you're not still chillaxing, or even if you're not chillaxing, you're gonna have to get the gumption up to pack those items and get them out once you get back on your return date. Be sure to include the day before your surgery as well. For instance, if something sells late on the 16th, you will be expected to ship on the 17th. So you have to kind of be in preparation with time away, because again, you don't want to get those dings, which can affect if you have top-rated seller status, or if you're trying to get to top-rated seller status, you don't want those dings happening. So yeah, you're going to have to come back and ship right after your return. So make sure you're setting up yourself, no matter what it is, surgery, vacations, whatever it is, time, so that way you get that right. So another person said, be sure to end all sent offers prior to your time away as well. They will be effective. So in that case, right before you leave and right when you put that time away on, from that point onward, make sure you don't have any sent offers going out during that time period. That means if you sent offers to individuals saying, hey, notice you saw this doll, here's 20% off. Because if you do that, and they say, oh, I want to take advantage of that 20% off during your time away, and they buy the product, you're expected to ship it out even if you're in time away. I know that sounds crazy. So make sure that you end all sent offers that you send, or that will be effective. Now, if it's the other way around, if it's buyer initiated, they send you an offer and you accept it. I don't know if that's dinged as well. There's some people on here that are saying no, it won't be, but I don't want to make that decision. So let me know in the comments if you know anything about that. And you're also going to want to change your handling time as well. When you do that, because handling time does count on those things. But someone did actually say that you can accept buyer initiated offers, meaning buyer to you. But again, I would be afraid to, unless it's the day that I'm about ready, the day before when time away is about to end, because again, I'm very leery about that. Because I want to have it as spotless as I can, right? When it comes to that, I want to keep my top rated seller status. You've worked hard to do that. But yeah, make sure any offers you sent are all ended during those times. And if you're going to accept a buyer offer, make sure, you're right at the end of that time away. Because again, I wouldn't want to have to be thinking, what if I get dinged? You know what I'm saying? So that is good questions about time away. Someone had mentioned, I always set my time away up for the next day at midnight so that I do have the entire day to get it done. That's cool. As I run my account and one for a fishing tackle business. So they do that in fishing tackle business on the outside as well. I also have an automated message to go to buyers when they purchase, which is good, as I have had some cancellations due to it will not arrive on time, which is currently an issue due to the holidays. And so there you go. Make sure you have maybe an automated message set up in eBay, and you can find that in probably the seller hub, that people are aware of that. So usually when I look on, say, a friend of mine, a reseller, and I know that they're leaving to do yard sale arbitraging out in the several states away, I will see that it'll say the seller is time away from this date to this date. So, but yeah, if you have those automated messages, those people are aware exactly that you are gone from those dates and you won't be shipping out during those times. Or you can have, like me, have someone at home that can ship out as long as it's all put together. And I'm sure if Daren and I do some traveling, we will probably hire some people to do some shipping stuff for us so that we don't have to do time away. But if we do need to do time away, then we're not going to have to worry about the ding issue. And I have a feeling, Daren's watching, that this is going to be happening quite soon, and we'll tell you in the upcoming days. But yeah, that's a really good question that I like to see come up, because I like content that is to where, you know, it's something that you don't normally think about too often, especially if you don't travel. We used to be travelers all the time. There was one year Darren and I took the kids, our 3 boys, and we had like 3 or 4 vacations in a year, even working eBay full time, and we came home to a lot, but it was worth it, and we do it all over again. But now, even we're empty nesters, we just don't get out as often. We're just too busy doing several things, side hustles, and this full time, and YouTube, so we don't get to do it a lot. But that's okay, because, like I said, I have a feeling that we're going to be doing a lot of business stuff. It just keeps us busy, that keeps us moving strong and outside. Not to get tired, but we will have our relaxation times here and there. So we are going to talk about today some what solds or what's pending on Mercari. Mercari, we do make sales consistently on. But we don't always shout it out because, well, we have the other sites that keep going strong. But Mercari is probably, out of the 4 sites we sell on currently, is our well, actually, we have 5 sites, is our third. That's our third. So Madcap Toys is the main. Madcap Toys Plus is our second highest, then Mercari, then Poshmark. Reason why Poshmark hasn't beaten Mercari is because of Kathy. Because Kathy doesn't have time to always list on it. I try. And mostly it's clothing. We do have a few toys listed there, but not a lot. And at Christmas time, people did, the holidays, they have been taking advantage of some of the toys listed on there. And thank you to all those that have done that. But as far as listing as part and all of that, like Daren does on the main store mostly, it hasn't been getting that. So I understand why it is probably, you know, the 4th one. If I was to pay 110% attention to it, if I had time, I think it would definitely be Mercari at this point. I really do. But we are going to share with you the pending items that I have to pack very soon. And a couple I've already packed already, but we're going to talk about them too, because you guys haven't heard about them on the What Sold. So let me know in the comments below, how do you do time away? Do you use time away? If you do use time away, how do you do it? Do you make sure that you have plenty of time when you come back to get things ready without getting dinged? Do you get dinged? Do you add handling time to that? Do you end all sent offers before you leave? Let me know in the comments. We would love to hear from you. We're going to get started. So first off, on Mercari, we did have a bundle. And this bundle was a couple of trading cards. So I'm going to tell you exactly the trading cards in this bundle that we had shipped out. So Daren is constantly not only listing trading cards, but he's also listing sport cards as well, whether it's basketball, baseball, and football, and the like. But in this case, this person had purchased a couple of trading cards. I was looking here. So Mercari's a new beast when it comes to the what solds. You have to kind of sort of pick it out, mean it out, click it out to know exactly what you sold here. So bear with me on that one. Very first one, 2012 Activision Collector Trading Card Eyebrow from Skylander Giants. They purchased that one. And then the next one in the bundle, it was just like a 2-piece bundle here, was the 2012 Activision Collector Trading Card Hothead from Skylander Giants. And all together in this order, and the drums roll. Oh, they're from the West. I like that. My aunt lives in Reno. That's awesome. And total amount, including shipping. See, Mercari never ever tells us about the shipping. So shipping was one of those envelopes, you know, those standard envelopes. I don't like using that kind of shipping because, man, even Mercari says they don't scan those kind of packages. So the buyer is in the loop about when it's going to get there, and even the seller. So I don't like that. But this bundle sold for $5.32, including shipping. So sold for $4 and then $1.32 added on the delivery fee there. And that was created by the buyer. That wasn't something that Daren and I had created for this person. They already had this here and listed on Mercari. So if you're not reselling on Mercari, you may want to consider it. If you have sold on Mercari and you're not any longer, let us know why you left it. Love to know why. All right, and next up, we have pending. Daren, I think wrote this down last night. A 2009 IDW Comics G.I. Joe: The Rise of Cobra Snake Eyes #4 comic book, cover A. So there was variance to the cover. And this one, see, it never shows the shipping cost on here. Why? Anyway, it sold for $4.25 plus ship. I'm thinking we might be out of these now because I've sold a couple at least in the past. But we shall see. This one would have been found in the shed, or will be found in the shed in a couple of days. And next up, we sold a Hot Wheel. I'm assuming this one it will probably be in the toy barn in our Hot Wheel on our back, not our back wall, but our right wall where we have all those Hot Wheels. You guys, if you've been seeing us in the toy barn, you may have seen it in a video. This is the 2012 new mint on card Mattel Hot Wheels HW Showroom 76 Green Wood Corvette. And this item sold for $5.10 plus ship, so not too bad. Average price, I think we try to sell our Hot Wheels is anywhere from $3.99 to $4.99, depending on what it is and how much it's worth. If it's a variant, of course, it's going to be worth more. This skips a little bit. Silly laptop with no mouse. I have my mouse, but it's downstairs in my laptop bag. All right. And that's something that we haven't sold for a long time. We have blank albums for coins. And probably the reason why this person purchased this particular album is because, I don't know about y'all, but in the Midwest, the fast food restaurants and stuff and some stores are no longer taking pennies, so they're trying to get rid of the penny. So I'm thinking this person is either A, new collector, or B, a seasoned collector and needed another album. So this one's legit. It is vintage. Love it. This is from the Library of Coins. This one is a 1941 to, and then it doesn't have the other year, so I'm assuming it's 1941 to present on the Wheats anyway. Lincoln Wheat Cents. Part 2 album. And this album sold for $8 plus ship. So I think it's the vintagey part of it, or perhaps he may have had some coins in it. Some wheat cents too. Let me look. I'm curious. I'm a curious person. No, he didn't. He just shows the front and the back of the album, not the inside. And I know him. Yep, he said this album is empty. So yes, so it was just the album itself. So really good price on this vintage album. It's empty, but it's durable. And if you're wanting to collect wheat cents, why not put it in a vintage album, right? It makes it look good. You got that collectability look in there more. It just looks really cool. So yeah, it worked out really well. $8 plus shipping to boot. And next up, I love this. I found this on the Monster Shelf. This is from Jurassic World. Epic Evolution. I love the series, so don't just think if you get Jurassic World, you get one kind of series. No, if you're adamant in the toy reselling world, you need to get all of the different series that come out. That's including Paw Patrol, Jurassic World, and there's other toys that have series that come out every time. So just because you have one type of Paw Patrol Marshall doesn't mean you have all the Marshalls. People and collectors of the like, and children, if they have different series they are watching, they want that particular series. So this case, it was Epic Evolution Neovinator Gigantic Trackers 12-inch dinosaur from 2023. Pretty good premium on this one. This one sold for $42 plus ship. All right, and next up, we sold another trading card. Again, this went into a standard envelope. I think I already shipped this one out in the last day or so. Skylander Giants again, trading cards. Must be they are getting more and more collectible, or we're getting some collectors out there. Who knows? 2020 or 2012 Activision collector trading cards, Sonic Boom, Skylander Giants. This one sold for $2 plus ship. Let's look here. Go to the arrow. And that's all that is pending or just shipped right now on Mercari. But we're not going to call it quits yet, guys. No, we are not. We're going to talk a little bit about some of the Poshmark sales that have been happening too, because we have been lighting up the board. So I've been taking some of that monies on Poshmark and helping in the business, adding to the business to help towards reinvestment on toys and the like. And I've got some more investment coming in from a little bit of retail arbitraging, but also I went to some live selling places and got some brand new mitten box toys and got it for real good prices. And I mean really excellent prices. So I'm waiting on 5 big packages coming in full of toys soon. And I can't wait to show you guys what we got here at the Toy Barn. All right, so we're going to do some more talking. This time we've got some sales that we shipped out in the last day or two on Poshmark. So let's talk about them. The very first one is Barbie Fizzy Bath playset. You're not going to hear me stop saying about Barbie Fizzy Bath anytime too soon. I believe we still have about 12 of these left. We got these on a pallet, which I was super excited about. We have a video maybe about 2 years ago where over half the pallet was full of mitten box in the Mattel packaging still, as far as the cardboard was concerned, of his Barbie Fizzy Baths. And I giggled, I remember that, and the video shows about it, where Daren kept opening some of these up and we still were seeing a ton of the same doll. But that's what happens a lot of times if you've ever bought pallets, that you're not going to get a variety of, like in this case, dolls. You're going to get all of the same dolls. So we still have about 12 left. I think at that time we had anywhere from 37 to 46 dolls, and we sold quite a few since then. So usually during the holidays, especially during Christmas, since our price point was low, I think we maybe had paid about what, $3 to $4 a piece for them. I try to mark them down to where we're still making the bank more than what we paid double, but making it little so they can go through. And then, of course, usually in January, I will start to increase the price to put it back up for a while. But not too much, but you know, enough to where you're going to want to make a little bit more money on this during the year. So Barbie Fizzy Bath Doll in play set. This one sold for $13 plus ship, so not too bad. And next up, I sold a UFO pet tumbler food dispenser toy. had forgotten all about this particular item. Daren said, no, I see it all the time in the Toy Barn. It's on DCM Shelf 1. And so a few days ago, I tromped out there and went and grabbed it, and he was right. Thank you, Daren. And we got this from an Amazon mystery box. So forgotten all about that because it was something that we had purchased in a lot in Amazon a couple years ago at least. UFO pet tumbler food dispenser toy. It sold for $10 plus ship. And it was an open box, but everything was just like as it was. It didn't look used. It just, I think someone opened it and then just kind of put it back, the cardboard back in. Next up, I have a lot of these. Got this in a Target Gaylord palette. I think I have, no joke, maybe about 37 pairs of these left. They're all in plastic, so they're not laying out in the dust and the element, but I still have a lot to go through. So I was super thankful when this sale happened. Goodfellow and Company men's stretch band drawstring canvas cargo jogger pants. They're tan, like those. Size extra small. That's why I still have a lot of them. It's hard to sell extra small. Not saying, you know, everybody's big. I'm just saying is extra small is a rarer size. And, you know, the rest of us mostly, like my family is like medium, large, extra large, etc. I'm a little bit more than that for now. So extra small is a harder thing, size to sell when you're selling clothing. So I was happy when I saw it. And I did a really good deal on this one. I got to admit, because I have 37 of them, I was like, you know what? All I want back is not what I paid for these. Because in those Target clothing palettes, I only paid at the time $1 a piece for clothing. So I was like, if I get my money back plus some change, small change after that, I want to move these. And it sold for $4 plus ship. So I did do that. So I was happy there. And next up, there was a bundle. Yes, there are Poshmark bundles that happen on Poshmark, and the buyer created this themselves. I did not create a thing. I don't know if I would know how to, maybe I would know how to do bundles as a seller on there. I don't know. I'd have to look for sure. But they created a bundle and I accepted it. This is a 2-part. And yes, I do sell and list some. I don't have all of the toys on there, but I do have some of the toys on there. And so I did that and it worked out great. They asked for a good deal and we did really good. I made sure we got our margins back and then some. So I always do my research before I hit the yes button. 2022 Jurassic World Dominion Ankylosaurus. And she also purchased the Jurassic World Dinosaur Dino Trackers. And let me see what Wild Roar series. And it was called the Nigersaurus, I think it's called. I don't know. Correct me, please, if I am wrong. But anyway, on the details of that bundle, these two sold together for $28 plus ship. Not too bad. Not too bad if you're buying it for that, because, some of those dinosaurs can get up into the, $20, $25, $30 a piece depending on what you get. So they got a really good deal. They did a bundle, they asked for it, and I looked at my margins, looked at what I wanted, and took it because it made perfect sense. And next up on a retail arbitrage, I bought a couple of these at a really good price in the summer, about 50 to 70% off regular price, and it worked out for me. And I am sold out of these. I sold both in a week, one on Poshmark and one on Madcap Toys Plus. So I was super happy about that. Barbie Twinkle Lights Ballerina Doll, 5 light shows. Very cool looking Barbie doll there, especially if you've got little girls that love ballet, love gymnastics and the like, which I have 4 granddaughters that do. And this doll sold for $21 plus ship. And then we had something from a Target pallet buy. Like, again, we were buying clothing at $1 a piece, and a lot of times you will get packages of tights, underwear, socks, and the like. In this case, this was a Cat and Jack Girls Fleece Ribbed Footless Tights. Navy blue, size large, 12 to 14. I already got a 5-star on this one. And these lovely little tights sold for $5 plus ship. So again, made my money back and some there. And I also knew that if I was going to have a lot of an item, it's best to cross-post on these sometimes. So in this case, I did that. I put these on Poshmark, I put these on Mercari, and I put them on the regular Madcap Toys, and it's been working out great. This is the, again, Wonder Shop 10-inch Tinsel Christmas Garland, red and silver. So pretty, so fluffy. I love these. And this particular item sold really good. Nearly premium of what you would buy at Target or Target. $10 plus ship. Very beautiful. And then this next one, I got a little nervous because I thought I was out of these purses. Come to find out, I did have one left, basically buried in a lot of other clothing. So I was super happy that I was able to complete this order and receive 5 stars on this one. From Wild Fable, Scoop Shoulder Crossbody Bag, purple. Very nice, very punchy. I call it punchy because of the fabric. And can you imagine you know, having this, carrying this along in the early spring, especially around Easter time where all the flowers are out and the pastels are out. People are wearing pastel. Beautiful purse. It looks like it's very roomy as well. And this one sold for $15 plus ship. As a matter of fact, I got 5-star rating on that as too. So very, very nice. And next up, I was glad I sold it, but I also was sad I sold it because I thought I could probably use it to you know, kind of trim the fat there for me especially. But then, you know, I thought, you know what, I'm glad that I sold it because I've had it for quite a while from a pallet and it was good to move. It was brand new in box from Des Moines. Smart weighted hula hoop for adults, weight loss, 20/40 detachable knots, color black. 5 stars on this one, and it sold for $10 plus ship. Pretty good because these things probably go up higher than that, maybe $15 to $20 or plus, but we didn't pay that. I did get my money back and then some, so I was very happy about that. And next up we have, I love this. I love the mini brands. I'm a grocery store kid. I wasn't in the era where we had like fake food or grocery store fake items, really. I mean, back in the day, I remember my cousin having like a metal refrigerator and a metal stove, but not a lot of the play food. We just did a lot of pretend. We would even make our own with cardboard. I mean, we were the imaginative generation X. So we didn't have a lot of that. But nowadays, it seems like not only since the 90s, fake food has been a huge thing, and particularly making mini stores out of things in plastic. So we had 2 of these on hand and sold out now, but we had sold one. This is the Zuru 5 Surprise Mini Brands Mini Convenience Store. 1 exclusive mini, 20 pieces. Love this. I'd have been playing for that for hours if I was their age. This looks cool. This one sold for $25 plus ship. Very, very nice. So we went through 6 on Mercari. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, we went overboard. You guys should have told me. Went through 17. Look at us. Look at us. So we'll stop for now on that one. But what do you guys think about time away? Again, do you use time away? What are your thoughts? Do you end your sent offers? What do you do if you do go on vacation or you have a life event happening? How do you go about the time away? Let me know in the comments below. We would love to hear from you. But again, I just wanted to let you guys know for us, the last 2 years, we didn't really use it. So if we go on any weekend thing as far as going to Daren's mom's, most of the time we ship out on Friday, then we leave to go down there, and then Saturday and Sunday comes, and then we are usually home by Sunday, like around lunchtime, and we stack everything that's due out on Monday and Tuesday, mostly on Tuesday if we can. And we just go from that point. I'm just looking at something that messaged me. All right. I even have contributors helping me welcome new members in the reseller community. I love that. I love the camaraderie there at our reseller community Facebook. We also have our Whatnot reseller community. And guys, it's blown up in the last couple of years. We're nearing 60,000 members. And I couldn't ask for anything better. They've been wonderful. I've got people that help me answer questions when I can, and everybody has just been so helpful, and I appreciate any of you if you're watching right now from the Whatnot reseller community. You guys are fab, and also from the reseller community, that's basically everything, eBay and the like. So you all been fab, you all have been helping us out, and we do appreciate all of you, of course. So that is basically it for now, guys. I'm going to get back to it. We've got a lot of things going on this week that, again, we may give you some updates once we know more. We're still not in the know yet, but we will kind of reach out to you. But a lot of good stuff going on, and I'm going to get back to finishing up that, editing these videos, and going from there. But you guys have been super fantastic, and until next time, bye-bye. You want to say goodbye? We'll say goodbye. Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day.